everyone, this is Jared Rand, excuse me, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Tuesday, October 27th, 2020, 3 p.m. Eastern. I think most of us on this planet have heard the expression that there are two sides to every coin. There's heads and tails, which represent the metaphor that everything has its popular opposite in this physical world. All we need to do is to simply flip the coin over to realize this. And then we experience that everything has another side to it. Every peak has a valley. Every microcosm has a macrocosm. Every bad occurrence has something good behind it, which kind of balances everything out. We need this contrast to bring about an experience of life. The sun needs the vast darkness of empty space behind it for us to be able to receive, its perfect warmth and light. There are some people who have explored these two sides, who know about the third side of the coin, which is the edge between the two. This is very thin silver of gray energy that is neither black nor white, right nor wrong, nor too hot or cold. It is that warm, sweet spot that lives exactly in between these two polar extremes. Finding this edge in our daily lives, this sacred meeting point between the negative and the positive, allows us to experience freedom from both sides. And on the edge, you cannot get wrapped up in the dramatic story of bias of either side, and realize there is the option of a third perspective to choose from. Now, to remain on the third side all day long is a massive balancing act that leads to great joy and freedom. It does take mastery. And it's like walking a tightrope in a circus where one small slip, you may fall back into the drama of polarity consciousness. So, you must be very conscious to always remain on this third side of the coin, and yet the benefit is a lifetime of harmony between your mind and heart, and freedom from all thoughts and emotions. We discover a natural, gentle freedom from situations which would have previously made us feel emotionally imprisoned or stuck believing in some unbalanced point of view. Meeting someone who is living their life balancing on the third side of the coin is quite a rare occurrence. Yet to encounter a person who knows about the fourth side of the coin is never heard of. Have you ever considered that there is a fourth side of the coin to be explored? Well, a majority of people haven't, which is why I'm curious to see if you can imagine or guess what the fourth side is right now. So take some time to let your imagination really fly with this one before I tell you what it is. Just let your imaginations just go boundless, no limitations. The fourth side of the coin is something that cannot be forcefully understood by the mind. Yet, it is revealed through a very relaxed, open, and receptive heart. One must let go of all irrational thinking to be drawn into the fourth side, which can happen instantly in a state of crazy laughter or orgasmic ecstasy. The fourth side is spontaneously discovered in the process of us stepping back from our minds and seeing the mind truly for what it is and noticing how expansive it feels when the mind drops its grip on your life. The normal self is the mind. The mind is with limitations. But pure consciousness is beyond limitations and is reached by investigation into the I, the Maharishi. Now, just for a moment, imagine a room without a ceiling and is also missing all the walls, corners, and edges. This is the space that the fourth side of the coin takes up. Okay, so imagine a room without a ceiling. It is also missing all the walls, corners, and edges. This is the space that the fourth side of the coin takes up. It is experienced as a state of being or presence, which is beyond all three sides of the physical coin. The fourth side has no boundaries, no limitations, no time constraints, and no set beliefs on what's not possible in this universe. The fourth side is always bigger than the mind can imagine. It is truly immense. And if we took an entire day to talk about the fourth side of the coin, we would still just graze the surface of it. Now, once you discover it, you'll find that words cannot touch it, thoughts cannot contain it. It is that sacred mystery which opens each of us up to our infinite nature. Now, the fourth side of the coin, I think, was best described in the movie The Matrix, when Neo approached the little bald prodigy child who was bending the spoon. Some of you probably remember that with his mind. The voice says to the perplexed-looking Neo, "Do not try and bend the spoon. That's impossible. Instead, only try to realize the truth that there is no spoon. Then you'll see that it's not the spoon that bends, yet only yourself." What the boy was pointing towards was the metaphysical understanding of the fourth side of the coin. It contains an energy that connects all things because it is invisible, undividable, and always consciously here, permeating every thought, feeling, and atom in this universe. Stepping over the fourth side is similar to leaping from the third dimension to the fourth dimension of consciousness. It's like a mini drug It's like a mini drug trip that blows the mind out of any context or safe container it was previously living in. The fourth side of the coin is all about creating a mindless, timeless experience felt within the body. It is only when we're truly free from all this mind chatter, when the mind has stopped making up stories and is no longer running the show, telling you what to do, what to believe, how to see things, that you finally begin hearing the deeper silence inside. From this place, the fourth side is instantly revealed. Now, we can try to explain the fourth side in technical scientific terminology, yet your mind would just throw that definition into a little box and say, "Oh yeah, I get it. I know exactly what it is now." This is not the purpose of the fourth side. Its reason for existing is to keep your mind opening, always guessing, so that you are continuously expanding your state and accessing exploring the most magical parts of your being. The mystery of the fourth side is meant to keep you living in a state of wonder, where you are opening and surrendering to life, so that eventually each and every one of us become released from the trap of the logical, rational mind. Just watch the mind. Notice how it's always thinking about something, always seeking for something. It wants more things, more ideas, more food, more stuff, more money, more plans, and more desires to try and fill its life up with. The mind never takes a vacation or gives you time to notice the immense mystery which is all around you. If the mind settled down and gave you one day of complete silence inside, everything would change. You'd find your true infinite self and see there was much more to life than this busy mind. This is exactly what exploring the fourth side is all about. The self is here and now and alone. It is not new and something to be acquired. It is natural and it is permanent. The term self refers to the unlimited, the infinite self. Do not limit its meaning. Or Maharishi. Now, perhaps you may be wondering, in fact, most of us, how does exploring the fourth side apply on a practical level to improving my daily life? Well, it comes down to the most basic, foundational truth in the realm of manifesting, creating into reality. When you are on the fourth side, you realize that you are the ultimate creator of your life. You see precisely how you are the ultimate authority, giving permission for every single experience in your life. The fourth side is for stepping back from the other three sides of the coin, seeing the bigger picture of duality from a distance, discovering that you are the one who is seeing, perceiving, and designing this whole cosmic play before your own very eyes. You see that everything in your life was first generated by your mind and then created into reality, manifesting from an acceptance of your beliefs, desires, and intentions. Now here's a good question for all of us to ask ourselves. Do you believe that if you cannot see something, that it does not exist? Let's think about that now. Not many people think about this. Do you believe that if you cannot see something, that it does not exist? You cannot see air, yet you know there is something there to breathe, right? Accepting that the fourth side of the coin exists, even if you cannot see it, is the first step toward discovering it. Like with anything that you cannot see, most of us have very rational and reasonable minds, for the most part, which do not want to let go to easily and blindly believe that something unreal is real. If this sounds like you, then you'll need to get curious about exploring what is observing the other three sides of the coin. What is this that is perceiving the other three sides to be real? Is the great observer, the infinite watcher, and divine seer real? Is that real? Is the great observer, the infinite watcher, and the divine seer real? It is this eternal point of observance that is each of our doorways, an entrance ticket to experience this awesome, enlightening dimension of the fourth side. By resting in our inner observer, seeing all three sides of the coin through your day, there naturally arises an experience of a mysterious something that that is beyond your thoughts. By giving space to the observance of this experience, you are expanding into the fourth side of the coin. By giving space to the observance of this experience. Then, you just may suddenly realize that this mysterious something is also the producer, director, and screenwriter of this movie called The Life of Fake Name. You see, where you are not feeling in control of this movie, trying to micromanage where it should and shouldn't flow, when you step onto the fourth side, the you disappears and a channel of flowing creative thoughts moves through your mind and body in each new moment. It is in this space that you see that you are the one creating the resistance and allowance of the manifestation of all your desires and ultimately your ideal fantasy life. If we are to fully be in this world, like we did in the 3D realm, live in this 3D realm, as we go into 5D, the same thing, we need to get beyond it. People say beyond the 3D, beyond the 5D, get beyond it. When we're locked only in 3D or 5D, 9 to 5 reality, it is pure suffering unless we can find an alternative dimension to plan that honors this unlimited, creative, spiritual being we all truly are. We simply cannot relax, breathe, and feel safe here. We deeply need the foundation of the foresight in our daily lives if we are to relish and appreciate the 3D, the 4D, the 5D, the 6D. If we don't have a realm that expands us beyond the mind, we would have no mystery to uncover, and daily life soon becomes hopeless, boring, and meaningless. It's beyond the dimensions. It is a place beyond the dimensions. It is the great mystery of the foresight which will always keep us feeling alive and in a state of wonder. The foresight is forever there, yanking us out of our sleepy little fish bowls, out of our velvet rut of known truths, of our socially agreed upon lifestyles, and shredding all assumptions of how we thought the entire universe was. When we start to look for the foresight in our everyday lives, we can consciously break free from living in the known and get out of that confined container of the mind and start really pulsate with life. Now remember, as Ramana Maharishi said, the mind is intangible. In fact, it does not exist. The surest way to control it is to seek it. Then its activities cease. Think about that. The mind is intangible. In fact, it does not exist. The surest way to control it is to seek it. Then its activities cease. Now, you may have heard it said that it is our deepest love and fear that drives us in life to become who we truly are. It is karmically there, always pushing us beyond the boundaries of who we believed we once were and what we thought was impossible. When we embrace all that we love and fear, we step out beyond our edge and we move through the one thing we are most afraid to do and love the person that we most yearn to love. It is taking this risk to embrace our love and fear that makes our lives truly amazing. It's through the risk that we find that perpetual crack in the doorway that always opens us up to the fourth side's dimension of infinite possibilities. Perpetually taking this risk because it is a risk to many. Gives us all the power we need to receive the greatest abundance we yearn for in our lives. Everything's twisted on this planet. Everything is twisted, tangled. So perhaps you're wondering, how does one know when they've reached the fourth side? Are there any signs to see? You know, we've got at least one toe touching the fourth side when you feel every single detail of your life is perfect exactly the way it is. When you can trust in life 24 hours a day, seeing how it is effortlessly creating into reality, manifesting everything you want through your every thought, desire, and intention. You feel appreciative, unburdened by all that occurs or doesn't occur. You see the grand master play behind it all, and you realize that the only thing you're truly responsible for is your happiness in each moment. On the fourth side of the coin, life becomes a constant, creating into reality, manifestation playground. You get to experience firsthand how powerful you actually are at creating a reality. You also get to see how easy and fun your daily life truly is. There are no mistakes you can make when you're on the fourth side. There are no accidents or coincidences. You see that every single incident that occurs is part of the greater divine plan. And for all of us understanding this, we take advantage of this perfect opportunity here and start to design the most fantastic, enjoyable, and healing scenes any one of us could ever imagine painting on life's blank canvas. And on the fourth side, we are free from the heaviness of responsibility because we feel this highly intelligent universe is working through us. We stop entertaining ourselves in the narrow-minded games of the first and second sides of the coin. And we realize that only from integrating the third side and seeing the bigger picture from the fourth side can we truly enjoy playing this universal manifestation game with everyone around us. The fourth side is our passageway to finding total freedom and enlightenment in this lifetime. It is an exquisite, enlightening space where we all find that there are no heroes, perpetrators, or victims here. There is nobody to blame or point at for why things are the way they are either. There is just acceptance of what is, and a deep allowance and recognition of the divine, all-intelligent perfection that is everywhere. Now, would you like to experience the fourth side this week and manifest more of what you want in life? Well, you must start with doing something different to begin shifting your consciousness. There must be a willingness to let go of who you thought you were and open up to something totally fresh, alive, and new. The more you can surrender to this deep letting go process, the more all the enlightening attributes of the fourth side will naturally reveal themselves to each and every one of us. Our lives are meant to be a fun, joyous adventure. Don't be fooled by the external authority in this world. Everything that you want to create to reality, manifest in love, money, health, sex, and your intimate relationships can and will be yours one day. You simply have to expand your mind, increase your consciousness, and raise your vibration high enough. By exploring what is within the fourth side of the coin, your desires will easily and effortlessly find their way into your life. remember deep in your heart that all is well and everything is unfolding as it should. There are no mistakes anywhere, at any time. What appears to be wrong is simply your own false imagination. That's all. Robert Adams. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure we all are. And the first thing that we care to do is relax our bodies. You're the master of your body. Whether you know it or not, you will eventually come full circle and know that you are the master of your body. So when you say to yourself, and you talk with your bodies, and you say, let's let all of this go, it doesn't service any high frequency at all. Let's let go of the guilt, the remorse. Let's let go of all of the things that I have magnetized to myself, that really, when I look at them and sit and talk with them, they serve me no greater good. Why would I carry them? So I let them go. I release them. They're history. And the body responds, thank you, I appreciate that. Now I can finally relax. Because what we take in and magnetize to ourselves disrupts the body, disrupts the bodily functions. So we let them go. Drop the shoulders, the body, and then you feel the relaxation coming from the top of your head all the way down your cervical spine, all the way down to your shoulder blades, all the way down to the lower lumbar area, into the legs and the feet and the toes, all releasing, all the pressure being alleviated. So your body folds into a relaxation. Then we move into the now. The now is it. You can argue with yourself as much as you care to. No, I got to be in the past. Or, without the past, I can't have it now. Without the future, I can't have it now. And that's twisted. That's how we've been taught. That's not true. We're in the now. We're always in the now. We choose to be in the now. The now stills the mind and the ego. The now moves us beyond the mind. Understand what that means. If you care to go into the past, that which you have already experienced, old, dead, then do so. But you're risking the seduction for you to be drawn into that past. You will take the past, create it into a future that doesn't exist. You will relive that past in that future. Not a pleasant thought, is it? And then some of us just keep wandering into the future that doesn't exist, all along ignoring the now. And when you realize that the now, the moment to moment, the space between heartbeats, it alleviates your worry. It alleviates your stress. It alleviates all the mind chatter, all the ego chatter, all the subconscious programming. It alleviates it. Your motivation, inspiration to be in the now is astronomical. And we create our futures in the now. Why do you think there's so many of us like wandering generalities in this life? Not knowing where they're going, not knowing who they are, not knowing what to do. When all the answers are within them. Now, how do we stay in the now? We breathe. We focus on our breath. Excuse me. We focus on our breath. Our breath is divine positive energy. It sustains these bodies. It holds the kingdom of God within. in our heart, mind's motion picture. We have 7 energy vortexes running straight up through the center of our body, all the way to the top of the head. See them. Even though they're etherical, you can still see them. All different colors, wheels of lights, all different flower patterns, all different geometrical shapes inside the center. Our breath is divine positive energy. We take it in easily through the nose. We let it out easily through the mouth. So our chi, our God force energy, flows through these 7 wheels of light, these 7 energy vortex, 7 chakras. We're like a wellspring. Along with that is our divine positive energy. So as you breath in, follow your breath, starting with the red wheel of light, the Muladhara. Career, money, mindset, sense of belonging, represents our foundation of feeling of being grounded. It's the base of our spine and the tailbone area. What are our emotional issues or survival issues, such as financial independence, money and food? If you have issues with worry, stress, and fear on financial independence, money, and food, you have an issue with your root chakra. Physical association, spine, rectum, legs, arms, and circulatory system. We're connected to the spirit, the spiritual. These are the energy vortexes that take us from into the spiritual, back to the physical, back and forth, back and forth. It's the bridge of balance for all of us while we're in these bodies. So we go to the orange wheel of light, the Vadhisthana, the sacral chakra, sexuality and pleasure. What would this existence be like? We're all a bunch of blums walking around. No sexuality, no pleasure. Our connection and ability to accept others and new experiences. Lower abdomen about 2 inches below the navel and 2 inches in. Emotional issues, what are they? Sense of abundance, well-being, pleasure, sexuality. You have issues here, you will find the issues are because something's happening in your sacral chakra, your Vadhisthana. Reproductive organs, kidneys, bowels, and immune system. Solar plexus chakra, Manipura, personal power and ability to channel. This is the yellow golden wheel of light. It's our ability to be confident through our heart minds and in the flow of our lives, which we surrender to the universe. It's in our upper abdomen and the stomach area. Emotional issues, self-worth, self-confidence, self-esteem. As I said before, I would just love to see this civilization where everyone had a high self-esteem. We're not talking ego, we're talking heart-mind. Physical association, central nervous system, pancreas, liver, digestive tract, and skin. Then we move to the heart chakra, the Anahata, the emerald green wheel of light. Love, relationships, and self-acceptance. It's our ability to love. How can you love anything if you don't love, and I mean truly love yourself? That means forgiving everything about you, the good, the bad, the ugly. It's the center of our chest just above the heart. Emotional issues, love, joy, inner peace. Physical association, heart, thymus, lower lungs, circulatory system, immune system. Then we go to the throat chakra, the Vishuddha. Self-expression. Blue wheel of light. It is our ability to communicate. It's in our throat. Emotional issues. Communication. Self-expression of feelings. The truth. Physical associations, thyroid, respiratory system, teeth, and vocal cords. Watch the flow of your chi, your God force energy with your divine positive energy as it goes through these vortexes, these chakras right up through the center of your body, in your heart-mind motion picture. Then we go to the third eye chakra, the ajna, intuition, sense of purpose and direction in this life. The indigo wheel of light, third eye, or brow chakra. It's our ability to focus on and see the big picture. Do you see the trees through the forest? Or do you just see the forest? Do you eat the candy bar and see the candy bar, or do you just read the label? Location, forehead between the eyes, also called the brow chakra. Emotional issues, intuition, imagination, wisdom, ability to think and make decisions. Physical association, pituitary gland, eyes and sinuses. Then we move to the crown chakra, the violet wheel of light, the sahasrara. Connection to the divine. This is our home. The highest chakra. It represents our ability to be fully connected spiritually. It's the very top of our heads. Emotional issues, inner and outer beauty, how we view ourselves inside and out. Our connection to spirituality, pure bliss. Physical association, not a surprise. Pineal gland, brain, nervous system. So we bring this divine positive energy to the tops of our heads, along with the God force energy, our chi, prana, ki. And we hold it briefly. I am light, I am love, I am. And in that brief moment, we condense and compress the divine positive energy. The God force energy into pure liquid energy, omnipotently powerful. And we release it over the pineal gland. Pineal gland is very important to us while we're in these bodies. It is the gateway to all the particles of existence. It is the gateway to God, to the pure consciousness, and beyond. It is way beyond the mind. It is way beyond creation. It is way beyond pure consciousness. So it's real important for us. So when we release this pure liquid energy over the pineal gland, in your heart-mind motion picture, you see it. You see it whatever you want it to look like. I look at it as a rosebud, a green ball. And when I release this pure liquid energy over it, it immediately blossoms into a full, beautiful, vibrating rose, multicolored petals, a soft vibrance, sending out waves of bliss, beyond the mind, beyond the ego, beyond consciousness, beyond the God. Soft wave, beautiful fragrance. We are all consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. Because if you didn't know that, you wouldn't be here. We're also consciously aware that we're merged. We're one. The body, the heart-mind, the higher self, the soul, spirit, the God, the pure consciousness, the body. We're one. Heaven on earth. Wherever we walk, we create paradise. We have others gathered here for this liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now in this meditation, forming the circle of light. We have the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. We have the Ascended Masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda Jesus, El Morya, Abundantia, Pell Thought, many, many, many more. They both are consciously aware that they are of the highest and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. Now the archangels, cherubim, seraphim, archetypes, they vibrate at a different frequency than we do. This is why we just aren't walking around with them holding hands, for the most part. But we do meet with them a lot. Happenstance, just out of the clear blue. Guided interaction. Later, that was an angel. It's a good feeling, isn't it? They're everywhere. There's trillions. Thousands can surround any one of us at any one time. Because of their vibrational frequency, they can inhabit a small space with a large number. The Ascended Masters, they have mastered ascension out of body and hold pure consciousness. God, pure consciousness, God form. We have ascended into body to master physical form so that we can create experiences to perfect our creation. Are we interchange? Are we part of each other, all of us? Yes. Now we're calling out to all of the facets and aspects of all of us. Why wouldn't we? So we call out to all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation of forming the circle of light. They come in the googolplexes. One googolplex fills this universe. They come in trillions of googolplexes from every direction. And they are with us now. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, agartha, beneath earth, many, many, many civilizations and species. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, and the forming of this circle of light. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all the off-worlders, all the galactics, all the celestials, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, the forming of this circle of light. Now, we're only familiar with a handful of them, and we're only somewhat at that. And this includes all of their species and levels of each civilization, both the good, the bad, and the ugly. We have the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Andromedans, the Arcturians, the Zeta Reticuli, the feline, the Nords, the Greys, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian, many, many, many more. Now they've been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, in our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they come in the billions, and they, all of them, are with us now. Are we part of them? Are they part of us? Yes. No separation. Only illusion of separation. Only illusion. We call upon all of our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, and the forming of this circle of light. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, and this meditation, and the forming of the circle of light. We're only familiar with a handful of them. Fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, mermaid, dolphin, whale, Pegasus, unicorn, centaur, minotaur. Many, many, many more. They come in the trillions, shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations, of which many we've never, ever seen. And understand, we are all consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love. We wouldn't be assembled here if we weren't. They come in the trillions, and they are with us now. We're all one. Arm in arm, hand in hand, all of our gods as one. We're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, abundance. And we're all one, and we're all God, pure consciousness, and we're all love. And our God force energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We all immediately form a blazing circle of light. It is the pure consciousness essence, God within each and every one of us, deep in our core existence. This light is so brilliant and bright, it grays out the darkness of space. It would take over 1,000 billion suns in this solar system to even come close to its brilliance and brightness. It is pure, deep, eternal love. It is without body. It is in everything. It is everywhere. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We begin to levitate above the planet. And as we do this, we're flooding everyone, everything, and everything. All the gods and all of us and all of our brothers and sisters and all gathered here. The power is not even measurable. It is so high. And as we continue to levitate, we come into a gossamer field. It's a big ocean. It's everywhere. It is little tiny mirrors, all sparking and reflecting off of each other. Beautiful, vibrant colors. A sea of glitter. An endless ocean. Deep, pure, eternal love. The highest of the highest high vibrational frequencies everywhere. And as we continue to ascend in this ocean of glitter, we are met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is is the column that reminds each and every one of us that we are the power of healing. Then we're met with the purple, blue, violet, flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is the column that reminds each and every one of us of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. Then we're met with the white fire. This is a column that reminds each and every one of us that we are all imbued head to toe, inside and out, perpetually and eternal, with the highest of the highest, high, deep, eternal love, gratitude, peace, abundance, prosperity, happiness, joy, contentment, and nothing can penetrate it from external source. Nothing can budge it, harm it. We are protected 24/7. But only you have the power that if you decide to lower your vibrational frequencies low enough, whether consciously or unconsciously, you will create a breach in your white fire armor. By lowering your vibrational frequencies, this means that you stay in the negative balance, a negative balance, which means that you're in turmoil, that you're stressed, that you're in greed, that you're in manipulation, worry, fear. Then as the breach occurs, the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies will come flooding in. Then you're met with the purple transmuting flame. Immediately, you can call in the purple transmuting flame. This column reminds us that we can pull the purple transmuting flame in. We can literally transmute all of these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance, sending them back to pure consciousness where there is no more. Then we have the violet ray. This column reminds us that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame, restore our balance of deep eternal love, the high vibrational frequency of peace and joy, tranquility and benevolence, sealing the breach, restoring our harmony. Then we're met with the golden white pink light. This is the column that reminds each and every single one of us that we are the sunsets, we are the sunrises, we are the beautiful vistas, we are the forest, the trees, we're the waters, we're the air, we're the sunlight, we're the sun. We are everything and everything, nothing and nothing, and beyond. Some of us, as we continue levitating above this planet, step outside our bodies, float effortlessly above them. We come across a crystalline light tower, massive. We created this tower. It is larger than the solar system. In the center of the tower, we see this massive oblong sphere. In the center of it is this beautiful golden white yellow light, and it's sparking and flickering, and it sends out smooth, soft waves of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love and gratitude, flooding all of our brothers and sisters, lifting the civilization into higher vibrational frequencies of deep eternal love and gratitude, lifting the planet into higher vibrational frequencies into deeper love and gratitude. And then all the other beautiful colored waves, the circles around this golden white light, they're literally sending out beautiful, vibrant waves of happiness, joy, peace, tranquility, generosity, humbleness, gentleness, kindness, prosperity, riches, wealth, health, and flowing and just penetrating and moving through us, around us, above us, and below us. And at the top of it, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down, as it does eternally, and floods all of us saturating us to our very core. This is pure, deep, eternal love. This is the highest of the highest high vibrational frequencies, the highest power, flooding all of us eternally. We are each drops of this golden ocean and hold the essence of this golden ocean. The ocean is the drops, and the drops are the ocean. The illusion of separation is no more. We are all one. We look and see our meditative sphere. It's that center circle. We created this sphere well over 2 years ago. It holds over 1,000 of our meditations in perpetual motion. And all of us, over 350 million of us, on and off world, are liberating this planet, all of its civilizations, on it, in it, above and below it. In this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. And we do this with the deepest of eternal love every single day. And this is why this meditative circle can be seen, heard, and felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And this is why it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. Through your heart minds, through your motion pictures, know and always remember that deep in your heart, that all is well, and everything is unfolding as it should. And we ignore and walk right through our own false imaginations. I join you in a meditation and return to close us out. Easy breath in through the nose. Easy breath out the mouth. Move slowly. There is a fourth side, whatever you may call it. It is our passageway to finding total freedom and enlightenment in this lifetime. It is an exquisite, enlightening space where we find that there are no heroes, perpetrators, or victims here. There's nobody to blame or point at for why things are the way they are either. There is just acceptance of what is, and a deep allowance and recognition of the divine, all-intelligent perfection that is everywhere. Take this with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night and the following morning. We will return here Wednesday, October 28th, 2020, 3 p.m. Eastern. And I remind everybody that tomorrow night at 9 p.m. we will have our time